does it do that? It records the game? That's great. So welcome everyone. I would like to show you how to create the transparent texture for Counter-Strike 1.6 game using 𝑺𝑼𝑷𝑷𝑶𝐻𝐻 editor in combination with Wally and Photoshop. This probably can be done in any other program that works with images other than Photoshop. So let's see. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you two ways to create, or two ways you would create yourself these textures with transparent background and where you are actually making a mistake. I want to show you all of that. So here's the first way you might create a texture yourself. You might create it simply opening up a Photoshop and drawing something like letter P, for example. Here, I'll change it for this particular video. So let's put another texture. I don't know, just some other letter. You can use whatever color you want. I don't know. So let's just use like I don't know. That's a fat S. Oh, that doesn't look like S. Okay, letter S. Just this particular thing. We want to create this. We want to make this a texture. How do you do it? I have one layer set as simply named transparency. The other one is the layer with this particular thingy. Go to image. First, make sure obviously that the image size is dividable by 16, I believe. Anyways, you should know your sizes for textures. You don't? Okay, I'll show you. So here I have a file of possible sizes you can use for your textures. You can mix any of those. So for example, you can go like 128 times 256, you know, 64 times 1512. As long as you use these, I don't think you can go above 512. Anyways, that's how rules apply when creating these textures. I have mine at 128. I'm gonna go after this image mode and then index color. After you whatever you draw, whatever you decide to create in Photoshop, after you do it, mode index color, okay, and then put palette at exact. I mean, you can use web or some other palette if you desire, but exact is just fine. It just creates enough colors. And your let's say I created a letter in this particular situation. It does get pixelated a little bit, but that's fine. Click transparency. I don't know. I still don't know workaround if you can keep smoothness so it's not pixelized like this. I really don't know if you can, if there's a workaround. If I ever find the workaround, I will make a new video for this, but for now this is it. If I did make a workaround, you can probably click on the video right now to go watch it, but I don't know. This is all that works so far. Exact, make sure transparency is selected, hit OK, and this is what you can usually get. Here's the issue after you do this. Here's where you make a mistake with color palettes or the color table. Let me show you. Image mode color table. You can only select this after you indexed the color, after you have this mode selected. Color table. Here's what happens. In order for Wally to have transparency, the background needs to be blue color. So everything that, pure blue color, by the way, it has to be pure blue color with the value of 255 under blue option. I'll show you. Anyways, right now this is our color palette thingy, color table. We do we have yellow and in our palette, but we don't see any yellow on the, because it's not present. It's just in our palette. It's available there. Don't worry about that. Okay, here's the thing. Next thing. Even though we do have blue color here, let's not pay attention to it. Pay attention to the last square. Do you notice how it's transparent? That's our background. Let's change the color to pure blue. So I'm simply going to go right here. We have red. Put that to 0. We don't need any red color. We don't need any green color, and only leave blue under blue. Leave the value 255. Okay, I want you to pay attention to one thing now. This is color value. There's going to be another thing, and I don't want you to confuse these things. There's going to be index value, and then there is color value, color code, color value, whatever. Right now, the color value is 0, red 0, green 0, and blue 255. That's the color value. And later I'm going to show you index value. So right now we have this, okay. Last color, last little square changes to blue because you notice how our background changed. Let's change it to any other color, for example. Let's try red. See how it changes to red? We can change it to another color. So anyways, now that's what we're doing right now. We are changing the background color. We need to use pure blue because that's the only value only color code that's going to become transparent in Wally. So that's we need to make sure that we don't make a mistake here. And then we hit OK. Next, we go to File, Save As. We're going to save it as bitmap file. I'm going to name it, I don't know. I have a test, what is this? Test S. Save. And just hit OK, 8-bit, blah, blah, blah. OK. Awesome. If you did what I just showed you, you did everything correct in Photoshop. But this is now where the trouble comes. Let me show you. Okay, hold on. Before we continue, let me show you another way, and I hope you remember all of this. The another way that I'm going to show you is I have a right here. I have a PNG file I downloaded off of the internet. Now this is just a regular letter file. I don't know. These are Minecraft letter thingy, whatever. Let's use something more complicated like fire. Let me show you. So I'm just going to import this same fire. So here I have this fire. Notice how it has all this blackness and all this stuff. I don't think we are going to be able to keep all of it, but we're going to keep most of it. So let me show you. We have our fire. We have fire in one layer and other layer is simply transparent. Do whatever you need to do with it, just like the last time, and then go to Image, Mode, Index Color. Okay. And notice how it changes to a little bit black. We can fix that a little bit by changing it to colors to web. You can try some other colors. I don't know, see if anything else works. Damn it, this like... How about this? How about 255 colors? Or, I don't know, 500 colors. Yeah, we can only go to 256, okay. How about web? No, we can't change that. So, you know, maybe we can mess with it a little bit. Okay, by the way, right now what we are doing, we are trying to select the best available color palette that's going to give us the best looking image. Right now I'm looking, and by the way, make sure you select the color palette that supports transparency. Notice if I select this one, transparency is grayed out, which means it doesn't support transparency. So let's try uniform to, no, it doesn't work. This one probably won't work. Oh wait, oh, I accidentally hit OK. But yeah, notice how it does change our image in this particular situation. This fire is, yeah. It gets darker. That's all that happens. Well, anyways, let's try to get mode index. Okay. Basically, it just doesn't support these transparent gray colors, I guess. I don't know. 256. Put transparency. I guess we can use. I don't know. I'm just gonna use web instead. There are no changes really. I don't see any changes. Yep, no changes at all. Okay. So once you're satisfied with your color palette, make sure transparency is selected. Hit OK. And there we go. Oh fuck, I forgot one thing. Image size 512, 512. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, anyways, okay, here we are. So here's our thingy that we just have. Sadly, I guess this blackness has to be around it, but that's okay. This is just for demonstration purposes. You can mess with this later. Once we are done, let's go to image mode, color table, and notice what happened. Again, we do have a bunch of these colors. Don't care about them. Screw them. Select the last one. Change it to blue. Pure blue. Again, notice how the background changes. Ah, that's not bad, huh? Okay. 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 And again, save it as bitmap file, just like the last time. Bitmap fire. I'm gonna name it fire and fire. Fire, fire. There we go. Save. Again, 8-bit, all okay. Boom, boom, boom. We're done here. Close Photoshop. Open Wally. Okay, here I just have one transparent texture called ladder test. It's just there. Whatever. I'm just going to actually remove it. Let's just remove it. Fuck it. Screw it. Goodbye. Okay. Here's the thing. Can you disappear? No, you can't. Okay, never mind. So I'm going to import a couple of textures. Simply create your own new thingy, new WAD file. And I'm just going to import a couple of textures. So here's the one we just created, which is fire, fire. Here's, I don't know, test S, another one. And there we go. But what's going on? First things first, even though we just dragged and dropped them, we did import them. We need to do one thing, which is rename them. Right click, rename, and then you'll notice that it says down here, Half-Life textures don't have flags, however, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So all you have to do is, in order to continue your work and keep this transparent, you need to add this little character. It says down here. So there we go. Let's just add that. Hit OK. Do the same thing with this one. Rename. And add that particular character, and there we go. Now these textures, the blue color will be transparent inside 𝑺𝑼𝑷𝑷𝑶𝐻𝐼 once we compile the map. Anyways, textures, we have them here. Let's open up first one. We now need to do a little bit of work. Okay, a little bit of work needs to be done. What is this? This. Okay, let's open up test. I don't know what's going on here now. Okay. So we do have, even though I did double click and I opened up these textures, don't pay attention to these small icons here. I really don't know why they are here, but I don't think they have any effect so far. I haven't seen that they have any effect, even though they look different. You only want to pay attention to the big one. I really don't know why these small ones are there. Maybe they just want to show you how they would look like if they were smaller, but this isn't true. It's different. You'll see. Okay, here's the next thing that we need to do. Image, oh wait, never mind. Color, edit palette. Here's our color palette for this particular image. Notice that we have two blue colors. If we select both of them are 255. Let's change one of them under edit palette. So again, color, edit palette. Let's just change one of them, see what happens. If I go like red 255 and just hit OK, what happened? The first one changed. So that's our background color. That's the one we need to change. So let me just show you why I did this. Let's put it back and let's change this over here color. And you'll notice once I change this color, these little photos are going to change their background. Notice, watch this. I don't know why, again, this happens, but I'm going to leave it like this and save it, and I'm going to import it into 𝑺𝑼𝑷𝑷𝑶𝐻𝐻𝐼, and once we compile all of this, you'll see that these never show up. So I don't know why this is displayed in Wally, but so far I never had any issues with these. They never caused me any trouble, even though I did do this. I really don't know why these are even present here. Can I turn this off maybe? Can you turn this off? Oh, you can. There we go. Boom. These are show submips. I don't know why those are there. They just don't even do anything. I don't know why they are there. So don't worry about those. Okay, what I'm doing here is basically I'm selecting the square that has blue color, and I'm just going to change its value once more just to make sure you'll see once I change the value, the background color will change. And that tells me, this is the square that has the background color information. This is the one I'm looking for. So now I'm just going to turn the color back to 00255. It's the pure blue color, and that's it. We are ready. We know which square we are looking for. Now we need to change its index. Okay, get ready now. I hope you're not getting confused. There is, again, color value, and then there is index value. We want to change its index value to 255. That's all there is to it. Great. Awesome. Color, select it. It's right there. So right here, just pick it up. Go to colors, translate colors. Index, it's right now 8. We want to make sure it's 255 under destination, swap indexes. What's it going to do is it's going to basically say, okay, number 8, you're going to number 255, sorry. Once I hit okay, you'll notice it's going to show up the last one on the list. Okay, boom, see, it's right there. It's still in our color palette, but we only changed its position. Now it's 255. Index thingy. Basically, if you count all of these squares, you'll see that there are 255 squares. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 32 times 32, 256. What the fuck? Okay, it doesn't matter. 256. But you put it at 255. Okay, I don't know why. I don't think this one actually counts over here. Yeah, one of them is skipped. I don't know. Forget what I just said. All that it matters is that its index is at number 255, and it's going to get moved all the way to the bottom. Awesome. Once you do this, you are not going to have any problems. Simply click save to save this particular little texture. Click X and then save your whole WOD file, which I just did. Click here. Awesome. Even though it looks like this, don't pay attention to it. Screw that. Just open up the next one. Here's our fire. Let's go to colors, edit palette. We have a bunch of these colors. Let's find which one is pure blue color, our background color. So we have this one, it's 255, and this one's not, and then this one is. Let's change, let me just turn on these MIP thingies. Where the hell? There they are. Just to see which one I'm changing actually. Colors, edit palette. So notice all we need to do is find our background for this big file. I think it's this one, so I'm just gonna mess with it and see if it changes. Yes, it is, it changed. There we go. So all I'm gonna do is put it so it's pure blue, and I'm gonna go to translate color. Actually, hold on, I need to select it. Which one was it again? Edit palette, last one, it's at number 216. So let's find 216, it's this one, select it. I think you need to select it down here, so just do that, just to be sure. Translate colors, I guess you can put the index 216 here, but just select it, okay? Index 255, swap index, okay, now it's at the last position, and there we go. Now we save this thingy, and we save the whole WAD file, and we are done, son. Again, notice how this S has different background. Don't care about those. Those are just MIP files. I don't know why they are there. I don't know what the hell are they. What are these anyways? Submips. What's a submip? Let's find this. Wally submip. What the F is submip? Oof, okay, okay, guys, listen. Oof, it's crazy stuff, man. You really need to pay attention to this just to get it the first time, just so you don't mess it up and don't confuse it. So I'm just trying to be very, very careful so nobody has issues with this anymore. Again, the only mistake you guys are making is when it comes to color tables. Again, I hope you paid attention to what I showed you. Once you create your image, once you change its mode to index color, be very careful when it comes to color tables to select that little transparent square, change it to blue color, save it as BMP file, import it into Wally, and then once you import it into Wally, that's where the issue happens. Once again, I want to let you know. That's where big trouble happens. That's where you need to pay close attention to palettes and really, really change the color that you are looking for. So once again, locate the background color like I did. Here it is. Change its value just to see if it's actual background. There it is, it's changed. So we know this particular square is our background color. Now just make sure it's pure blue color, 255, pure blue, and then simply save that and you are okay. And don't forget this little bracket thingy. And there you go. I'm gonna go into 𝑺𝑼𝑷𝑷𝑶�𝐻𝐻𝑚 right now. I'm gonna create this little map, show you guys what I'm creating, and we're gonna get into Counter-Strike once we compile all of this just to show you that it works. Let's go. First things first, right now what I'm doing is I'm copying the VOD file into my Counter-Strike folder, just so it works. Let's open up 𝑺𝑼𝑷𝑷𝑶𝐻𝐻𝑚. Here's 𝑺𝑼𝑷𝑷𝑆, here's my, there we go. So here I created just these two little block thingies just to show you guys, demonstrate that this works. Again, in order to continue your road to creating these transparent textures, you're not done here. You need to tie these to go to, select your thingy, select the square that you want to make sure it's transparent, whatever. Select it. Okay, don't be annoying. Just select it, okay? And then click tie to entity, and then tie it to class func_wall, okay? Then under render mode, solid no light, effect amount 1. I think 1 works, but I'm just going, let's put it 255 for fire and see what's going to happen to fire if I leave it at 255 and see what happens. Okay, let's simply compile all of it. Actually, let me just create another one just to see what's actually going to happen. I'm not exactly sure what 255 does. 255 value does. Oh, by the way, see, I was learning a lot of this from other people, but I don't think they themselves even tested these. I think everybody learned from everybody else without even questioning, without actually understanding. So I learned this from a guy on YouTube, but I don't think he himself actually learned, correctly. So right now what I did is I simply went into this and I tested everything just to be sure what's going on. So let's just do these like this. Yeah, I think that's the most important thing above all else. Once you do acquire the knowledge, test it out to see what the hell is going on, to just have a good understanding. So right now I don't need anybody to explain anything to me because I understand it. I figured it out for myself, So anyways, here I have one of these has effect amounts 255. This one has effects amount at 1, and this one also has effects amount at 1. All of them are tied to func_wall. Render mode is solid no light. Let's see what's actually going to happen. I'm a little bit interested to see what actually happens. Anyways, yeah, that's it. So I just wanted to really go into all of this. We're not done here, but I just want to let you know I wanted to go into all of this and test it out really in depth and understand why I'm having these problems and why do they arise, instead of just teaching you guys and being like goodbye. I really wanted to explain and really show you where you are making the mistakes, so you know that this is why mistakes happen and this is how to avoid the mistake. Like, I've seen tutorials, they just show you do this, do this, do this, do this, and everybody, they're out. Do this and thank you for watching, I'm out. No, dude, explain to me, what the hell? I'm still having problems. It doesn't work. What's going on? So that's why I'm here. Let's save this, compile, and see what happens. Off screen here, I have my little thingy. Oh, we have an error. Fire. Bad surface extent. What the fuck you mean bad surface extent, bitch? So this particular texture is messing with me. Oh, it could be one of these, huh? It could be that. I don't know. Let's put it to world, just so I don't have any issues. Actually, let's put both of them back. See, this is how you figure it out. God damn it! You just can't go into it like, you know. Let's put it at world. Maybe it's because I put it at face. I don't know. I'll never know. Actually, I will. I'll just test it out right now. Leave it right there. 0.2. Let's try now. Run. Run, loser. It could be that I messed up something with the texture when I created it. Okay, it compiled. I guess it was because of it was 0.19. I guess you can't have 0.19. It had to be 0.20. There we go. We just solved the issue, people. Okay, it's compiled. Let's run it. Let's run the game, people. I did everything. I hope you paid attention to what was going on. If I'm correct, every one of these should be transparent. Booyah, kasha, baby. There we go, guys. So that's apparently what it is. I guess the effect amount doesn't even matter. It's still going to be the same. Yeah, there we go. All of them worked. So I hope you paid attention to what was going on. Really review everything. Pay close attention to color palettes part where I was explaining it. Don't be afraid to change the colors in Wally and figure out which one is your actual background blue color, which one is the actual one. And those little things, I don't know why they are there. What the hell is MIP? If somebody can tell me, obviously, as you can see, they don't even play any part in this thingy. I really don't know why they are there. Even though I made this texture clearly smaller, this should be even bigger. If I go to 𝑺𝑼𝑷𝑷𝑶𝐻𝐼, you can clearly see that I made it, I downscaled it. It should be way bigger. Let's put it to actual scale just to show you. Let's make this bigger. Boom. See, this fire is way bigger than it is right here. See? It's really huge. So, yep, still works. So I just wanted to show you guys once again that this is how you actually create transparent textures, and this is where you make a mistake. It's not just about, hey, do this, and I'm out. No, pay close attention to all of these things. Understand understand how you can find your background color inside Wally. Simply how I showed you, change the colors and change the values and see which one changes. Don't pay attention to those little little MIP thingies. Turn that shit off. I guess you can have them on just to locate your color, then turn them off. Don't pay attention to those. No matter, look at this. Look at this. This is my color palette. Look at this. Million colors. There are a bunch of blue colors, but it doesn't matter because only my background is true pure blue color of value with 255, and then all I did was I indexed it at 255. So those are two different things, just so you know. There's a difference between index and between RGB value. Oh, there it is. Perfect. It's right there. I can now show you the difference. One is index, the second one is RGB value. So our RGB value is 00255 and our index value is 255, and that's what we did. Sayonara. Okay. I don't think, once you watch this, I don't think you're going to have problems ever again if you watched the whole thing and you understood what's going on. Honestly, I'm so happy I figured it out. It took me a long while to just test everything and see, because I created a bunch of transparent textures and I'm like, why? It's not working. I'm following these tutorials. Let me show you these tutorials. Let me just show. So I was following a bunch of these tutorials. Look at this. Like how to make transparent texture the easy way. And then he does this, some shit like this. Like this is how I figured out that you need to select the last square from this guy. But I like right here, but he never explains once you go into Wally to just really, Never, look, he doesn't show you anything when it comes to Wally and background colors. He just does this, like, fuck off. Man, I'm so happy I figured it out, by the way. This was tutorial for myself. But anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope I'll see you in more tutorials. Hopefully, if any of you know how to fix this pixelation thingy that happens instead of it's not smooth, I would love to know, but I don't think it's possible. I think it has to do something with color palettes. I think you need to really mess with it. Whatever, once you zoom out, look, it just looks fine. So, yeah, zoom it out, bitch. Alright, anyways, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you want more, and maybe I'll make more here and there, because I really got into Wally and 𝑺𝑼𝑷𝑷𝑶𝐻𝐻𝑚. I'm really trying to understand these tools, how they work, and I would like to share whatever I learned. And that's why I wanted to share this. Thanks for watching. One thing that I pride myself on this channel is with accurate and convenient information that makes your life easier and just makes everything straightforward. We don't have to complicate shit and leave no stone unturned. One of those will be my slogan one day, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching. My name is Priest, and you are dismissed. Oh, that was awesome outro. Bye, bitches.